What do you believe today? Coming up next on Pastor Bob Daily. Well, yesterday I opened up a little bit of a can of worms for some people. I talked about the difference between mouth and hands. Sometimes we talk about things, but we don't do them. We don't get involved. And I want to do really part 2 of that talk today. I want to talk about belief system. And we've covered this subject before, but I want to go into it a little more depth today. We talk about our beliefs, and we talk about that we would die for our beliefs, and that we have strong beliefs, and that our beliefs are unshaken, and we talk about beliefs as if it's something that we hold very dear and something that we're willing to, well, die for or fight for. And yet, folks, we don't budge when it comes to really acting upon our belief. You know, when Jesus was asked to define the faith, when he was asked what the greatest commandment was, he said, love, love, love. Love God, love your neighbor, love you. And I've talked about that probably 100 times on this podcast. But that's an important aspect of our faith. It's not a noun, it's a verb. It's active. It's something we do. And if we really have the right belief system, then our belief system translates to that relationship where we begin to love. Now, I want to be very bold today and tell you the truth. If you're only posting things but not being involved, if you're all talk and no walk, if you're only using your mouth and not being involved with things that your belief system tells you to, then you don't really have a belief system. You see, because if we really believe something is true, we do it. If we don't, it's just a lot of words. And folks, one of the reasons why I think people have lost a lot of respect for Christianity is that they really know too many Christians who have a quote-unquote belief system, but nothing to go with it. You know, we have people all over the world today that have a belief system. People that are murdering Christians because they have a different belief system and they're willing to do something about it. And the rise of some of the very angry religions and some of the religions of hate and murder are becoming greater and greater all the time. And you look at those compared to Christianity and we say, well, we're more passive people. Passive how? Passive as in we have a system of things that we believe, or that we get involved in our faith too and actively begin to love and change. You know, folks, I don't believe we can really have a belief system, one that's really vibrant and one that's really honest, until it gets put to the test, until we begin the process of doing something about it, and we can demonstrate what our belief system is. So if you're still sitting, if you're still not involved with things around you, if you're still just posting things and not getting involved, if you're still coming up with all the excuses why that's happening, then you haven't grown past this part. And folks, that's the most important part. The Bible says you'll know they're Christians by the way that they love. Wow. And when was the last time that people really described Christians as extremely loving people? It's not the rap that we have in society today. And we call it persecution when people come against that. But really, it's all about us unable to do what Christ told us to do. I really want to challenge you with this. And I want you to get rid of this disconnect and begin to connect to your source and get moving. God bless you. Have a great day.